It's the meat event. Cannot wait. And for the debut fight in France, no better main event, no better meat event than Ciryl Gane, Bongamin. I mean, this is a guy who is trying to rebound off that first loss, right? How does he come back after getting his soul snatched by Francis Ngannou? Close fight, right? He won the first two rounds pretty clearly, and then Francis had just big brain moment, switched up the strategy, ended up taking Ciryl Gane to deep waters on the ground that he in no world ever anticipated happening. And it was interesting to see Ciryl Gane quit, right? And last week they touched into Dean Thomas, and in the fifth round he described Leon Edwards as being broken, but Ciryl Gane actually looked kind of broken and did lose that title shot to Francis Ngannou. So he was 10-0 before that, seemingly going through everyone, making it look easy as well. And the last win he picked up was against Derek Lewis. It netted him that interim belt, and he just came up short when he had the real opportunity against Francis. So what will he do at home, coming off his first professional loss against Tai Tuivasa, who, talk about just a crazy UFC career, right? I mean, this guy's 14-3 overall, but he's on a 5-fight win streak that was preceded by a 3-fight losing streak, right? Like, this dude had his back up against the wall, got absolutely slept by JDS, got a unanimous decision by Blagoy Ivanov, and then got absolutely smoked by the polar bear Sergey Spivak. So he was like, I don't want to say on his way out, but things were looking kind of sketchy for Bam Bam until he just turned it around. Easy work. They matched him up against the skyscraper Stefan Struve, and like a 7-foot tall building, just absolutely came down easily. And after that, it was just like the sky became the limit for Tai Tuivasa. After the skyscraper took out Harry Hunsucker, who is obviously awful, and then has 3 straight beautiful finishes. Greg Hardy, Augusto Sakai, and then, for me, most surprisingly, Derek Lewis, a second round finish 2 minutes into that one. And I thought Derek Lewis would have been finishing Tuivasa, but Tuivasa really opened my eyes to just the almost Derek Lewis-like power that he has out there, and his ability to, with one punch at any moment in a fight, completely turn your world upside down. So what are your thoughts, all things considered? Do you think this is a layup home opportunity for Gane to rediscover those winning ways? I mean, remember, he loses one time and suddenly people are writing him off, but the chatter pre-Francis was this guy is the next GOAT. No one's beaten Ciryl Gane. And is he going to rediscover that sauce in this one, or is Bam Bam, like he's been doing, going to sleep him?
Yeah, no, this is such an insane fight. This is an absolute banger. I really don't see this one going the distance. I mean, does anyone see Bam Bam going 5 rounds? I don't. So, I don't even think this goes past the third round. But I think Ciryl Gane, if he does win, it's going to be in the second, third, or fourth round. KO, TKO, maybe even a sub. But Bam Bam, I think, is going to get it done in the first or second. That's going to be his best chance. As we see, everyone's saying knockout Bam Bam 16%. Kind of disrespectful because Bam Bam has been absolutely destroying, the top fighters in the UFC lately. And, Bon Gon Clay, I don't know. We don't know where he's at. Is he gonna wrestle because he's got inspired by Francis? I don't think he will. If it goes to the ground, who knows what Bam Bam? Maybe Bam Bam's legit on the ground. I don't see it. If this stays on the feet, I think Bam Bam's gonna get it done first round. If Bon Gon Gane goes for a takedown, Bam Bam's gonna throw the absolute Shoryuken uppercut from Street Fighter 4 and take his head off with it. It's gonna be a big upset. Love the odds. Love no one's picking them, and I'm going with the big upset. I think the time of Bam Bam is here. The Shui Vasas are here, and Ciryl Gane is, he's going back to BKFC after this. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be pretty wild if, I mean, Gane goes into Houston and absolutely just ruins the night, spoils the show for the hometown kid. Imagine if Tuivasa goes into France and just absolutely sleeps Ciryl Gane in the first minute and a half. That would be pretty wild for sure, but you touched on the Tapology numbers already. 16% going with Tuivasa, and I think historically, this is going to be the first time we've ever seen a 1%. You see that little sliver of 1% going with that Tuivasa decision. I hope that somehow this fight extends into the third, fourth, fifth round. Like, what does Tai Tuivasa look like in the 22nd minute of a fight? I don't know. It'd be cool to see this thing just go on for way longer than anticipated, and maybe even if you're getting like plus 2,400, plus 3,000, just absolutely insane doinks for Gane finish round 4, round 5. Could be something juicy for sure in there, but maybe it's chasing, maybe it's a little bit of a reach. I was a little bit surprised with the under 2.5 near pick'em value though, because it does seem like conventional wisdom would be that this fight ends earlier than later, right? If Tuivasa gets this done, like you said, it's probably within the first few minutes, probably in that first round. And then I gotta imagine that if Gane arrives in tip-top shape, landing those lethal strikes from the feet, piecing up Tuivasa and just really frustrating him throughout like the first 6, 7, 8 minutes, maybe Gane can get an early TKO too. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this one plays out. Ultimately, I like the ability of Gane to just avoid the Tuivasa meat slammers. And if he does, I like him to get a win in this one. I'm probably going to settle somewhere in the middle, like maybe third, probably sprinkle that fourth round, Gane finish, because I'm hopeful that Tuivasa can keep this thing close. And again, for every minute this fight goes on, Tuivasa can get the finish. Like, that's why I really want to see him in the third, fourth round. Like, does he still have that power? Does he still have that one punch sleeper capability? Because, like, I'm just reminded of Derek Lewis versus Alexander Volkov, right, where he's losing for 14 minutes straight, getting absolutely pieced apart by a technical striker, and then meat bomb later sleep. So if Tuivasa can do that to Gane, that would be hype for sure. But I got to roll with Gane to get this one done by TKO. Can't wait for this one, and obviously rooting for Tuivasa. Like, how funny would that be?
It would be so funny if the Shoey gets it done in Ciryl Gane's hometown, like, or home country. That would be absolutely absurd. Um, but I think he is. I mean, the trajectory and the win streak is absolutely absurd. I can't bet against him until he loses, so that's why I'm picking him also. But everything leans on Gane. If you're thinking pre-Francis era Gane, is he the same? Is he not? You don't know. So this weekend's gonna be a big levels test for Shui and a big, open ire for everyone to see. Oh, Gane's still the future champ. But yeah, throw in the comments who you guys got, boys. Love to see the feedback and see who you guys pick. And make sure to smash that meat, subscribe, check out the other videos.